Hello, my name is Tim, and I am from Philadelphia, PA. I thought I would do a backyard garden tour today. So let's get started. We will start over here with the passion flower, which is not blooming yet, but is vining like crazy, so I am hopeful that it will bloom before the end of the season. Down below here we have some chicks and hens. Moving on over, this is the potted plant section. Down here in the bottom we have some black petunias. Right next door, a lantana. And we have this spike plant that is surrounded by geraniums. Right beside the geraniums I have lemon balm. There are a couple herbs sprinkled throughout, but mostly flowers. Alright, we got some brown-eyed Susans. There are many of those throughout the garden. Moving over to this guy, we have silver mist, and right beside the silver mist we have many coleus. Now, I did not even plant these, they just reseed themselves, and as you can see they're growing up amongst stones, so that's the reason for that. The seeds just fall all over the place. Alright, it's also very crowded back here. Right down here we have a begonia. Need to do a little trimming so he's not so hidden. Right in through here, this is all sage. There is some columbine, which is no longer blooming. That blooms more in the springtime. Let me zoom out here to this very large leafed. Let me put my hand on it here so you can see. This is an elephant ear. And we have some creeping Jenny. That is this bright lime green colored plant. And then this guy right here is a variety of Tradescantia. I hope I'm saying that correctly. It is, I believe, most commonly a house plant, but I keep it out here for the summer. And right up here we have a couple impatiens. Speaking of house plants, of course we have a philodendron. This guy comes out every summer, which is great for the plant, except for when I bring it back inside our apartment. All of these plants are twice as big, and the apartment is not twice as big. Back here we have some more house plants. Starting on the top right side here, there's an asparagus fern, followed by a spider plant, another type of fern, and another spider plant down below here. Moving over, the brightly colored one is a croton, and right next to that is an angel wing. There are also many, sorry, I'm right beside the wind chimes. There are many hostas in this garden. So I'm just going to do a little pan of all of the different hostas that are going on back here. There are also a couple garden gnomes. I'm going to just briefly stop down here on this epixia, which has decided to bloom today. Alright. Got a caladium. And this is the hosta section. And there are a few elephant ears sprinkled throughout. Alright. This guy right here is called a purple queen. It is also part of the Tradescantia family. I don't know why they make these names so hard to say. And then there are some impatiens also in this pot. Alright, let's move around here so that we can get a big view of the elephant ears. I'll just stop briefly right here and point out that there's a yucca here, another silver mist, and there are many Cox Combs coming up. Same situation as the coleus. I don't plant them, I just let the plants drop their seeds and then they come up the following year, and that's where we are. And as you can see, they grow up everywhere, even in the cracks. There's a whole little colony of them down here. And here are more elephant ears. Coming around, you can see Cox Comb right here starting to flower. And the big viney plant right beside it is a hyacinth bean flower. Not blooming yet, but hopefully it will. Removing, let's see, down into the jungle here, I can see one coneflower, which is that pinkish one. Hopefully not getting buried. More brown-eyed Susans. I have one zinnia, which is this guy right here. Another caladium down here. Love this plant. Got some lamb's ear down here. This is a sedum, which is pretty much done blooming for the season. And this beautiful purple plant is a Persian shield. Alright, there is a rose bush in here, but it is sadly getting eaten by like a green worm. And we'll come over here where there is another hyacinth beanvine. This one is growing on the window, which is really nice. And down to the purple plant section, where we have lavender, some basil back here. This is a pepper plant that I planted from seed. And there's a purple petunia down here. The name of this is escaping me, and so is this one. But as you can tell, I'm a fan of purple flowers. And that is everything. Hope you enjoyed the little mini backyard garden tour here in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania.